stunned. Your objective is to find and kill assigned targets. Avoid being killed by other players.
What's going on, guys? Wayne here and welcome to another video. Can I just say before we get things started, that spawn stun was really annoying. You have no idea how angry I was when that happened. I thought that was just complete and total bullshit. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Wishlist Part 6. If you're new to the series, the premise of the series is simple. I rotate between single player and multiplayer wishlists, and this wishlist has been accumulating for several games now, and these are just things that I would like to see in Assassin's Creed. Not in particular the next game, even though the next game would be nice, i.e. because it's called Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Wishlist, but just the idea that I would want to see these things implemented at some point, if not in AC4. And obviously, because we're on part 6, you can go back and watch the previous parts. They do rotate, so obviously with episode 1, it's a single player video. With single player content, I talk about a single player topic. And then in a multiplayer, with multiplayer videos, so on and so forth, you get the idea. Today, I'm doing a biggie. And if I have to say anything, it is the only thing that has ever annoyed me about Assassin's Creed multiplayer. It's the only thing that has just really pissed me off, and that is, well, as you can tell by the title, contested kills. Now, for those of you who have been with the multiplayer since day one, i.e. back in the days of Brotherhood, when, Ubisoft were testing the ground on, what would make a good Assassin's Creed multiplayer, how to implement certain features, how to implement the stealth mechanics AC is known for, and introduce them into multiplayer and stuff. And it was great. Brotherhood, to this day, is just a great multiplayer. However, there was a section of the community, I'm not 100% sure how big, pretty big if they implemented this, because Ubisoft, believe it or not, heavily listened to feedback when it comes to features and things implemented in later AC titles. Ubisoft do listen, which is why contested kills exist. Because too many little crying, whingy, girly players that came into ACB late, I mean very late in its lifetime, to find themselves getting completely ball-bagged, bitch-slapped, and wiped the floor with in every match they got into. These guys just couldn't grasp that concept, so they complained. They bitched like little girls, saying, "Oh, I was standing there in a blend group and I saw him coming. I saw him coming from a mile away, and I knew it was him. And all of a sudden, I went to go press the stun button, but nothing happened, and he killed me, and I got no points, and he got 350, and he knew it was me. He must have been cheating or whatever." No, shut up, you stupid little crying little bitch. You failed to complete the objective of punching him in the face. You failed to complete the objective, you failed to reap the reward of completing said objective. You do not get points. If you don't have the fucking reaction time to stun someone, to run up to someone and press a button, when you know they're there, when you know they're coming, you do not deserve a single fucking point, sir. You do not deserve a single point if you cock up the one thing that you're supposed to do when you're hiding. And again, even better, when you know they're coming, you know who it is, you know who you have to avoid, and yet you let them bloody kill you. But no, instead of just taking it with a pinch of salt and just going, oh, it's a new multiplayer, that there's still a lot of things to work out, and even then, that the input lag on Brotherhood was pretty horrific at times, from the point where you press the button to the point where the animation takes over and the character does something. They still cried like little girls. So, Ubisoft had literally no choice. But listen, Ubisoft were backed into a corner with this, and they implemented the contested kills. And it was played about with non-stop in the beta, you know, compared to how many points a contested kill should get, you know, if you're killing someone, and how many points, you know, someone who's trying to stun should get. No, it needs to go. I think we're at the point now, as we go into Assassin's Creed 4, that anyone who is playing the AC4 multiplayer, unless that they're for the first time buying a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One or a next-gen console, and they happen to come into the multiplayer for the first time, that's just the one random case scenario. Pretty much anyone who goes into the multiplayer and stays in there for a big commitment and stays in the multiplayer and plays it for a long time has already played the previous Assassin's Creed games, and if they haven't, they should. So it's up to the point now where, you know, these crying little bitchy fanboys that cried their eyes out back in Brotherhood should be relatively good players now, you know. It's the natural order of things. It's a way of life. You know, you play something, you learn, you adapt, you get better. So, why can't they get rid of contested kills? There is literally no reason why they can't get rid of contested kills. It could just be so easy. All they have to do, yeah, is just fix the one issue Brotherhood had in terms of kill and stun. Sort out the input lag and sharpen the time and the kill range. You know, the kill and stun ranges need to be tweaked, so they have to be a lot more closer, a lot more precise. They have to be exact, so someone who goes for a kill doesn't have a wider kill reach for someone against someone who needs to stun. You know, it's the exact same way as standing outside a smoke bomb, or a default smoke bomb, or standing just outside a trip mine. You know, that reach is insane, and that does need to be dropped to make this whole thing work. And in the end, it's down to top trumps. It's just a top trumps on which one of you can press the button quick enough and which one of you is smart enough. And I'm not talking about holding the button down and running around like a willy-nilly, which a lot of people who do now in AC3, because contested kills aren't based on button presses. You can just hold down the X button, or the square button I should say. You can just hold down that button and run round like a twat, and anyone that runs at you and hits that kill button or hits that stun button will get contested. There's nothing stopping it. I've been in matches where people have just held down that button the entire time. Even when they're at the bottom of the list. Even when they're at the bottom of that scoreboard and no one's after them. They're just there walking and you see the hand out with like the hidden blade or whatever. So there's quite literally nothing to defend against a straight-on contested kill. All you gotta do is just tape the button down and just hold it down, and you will always get contested kills, or you will always give people contested kills. And that's wrong as well, innit? That's wrong in and of itself. So already the idea of contested kills is already being exploited, because it was created for this dynamic to shut the little crying fanboys up, to at least give them a bit of a chance. You know, a bit of a chance to earn pointage from a kill, or from a kill that they cocked up, or a stun that they cocked up. Yeah? Even though I don't think that should happen. You know, you should not get rewarded for, a half-assed job. I did, I saw him approaching, but I didn't stun him. I didn't stun him in time, or I didn't get the stun right and stun him at the right time, but I get points anyway. No, there is no reward for half-arse on AC3. You either get it, or you don't. You know, you either get the reward of the points, or you get no points as a punishment. It is that simple, and that's the way it should be. But, you know, Ubisoft had to implement this for all the crying little fanboys and all the little fangirls and so on, and where it's got to the point now, the reason why it was implemented is irrelevant, because people just use it to make sure players just don't get scores. It's basically an equivalent of trolling. Just hold down that button, run your ass off through that match, and just make sure that no one gets the fucking points, because every time someone goes near you, it will be a contested. Anyway, guys, they need to go, don't they? Contested kills need to go. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. You can leave a comment, tell me what you think of contested kills. Should they go? They should. If any of you say they shouldn't, I'm sorry, but you seriously need your head checked. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. You can click the annotations on the screen right now for more videos that I've done. And as always, take care, be safe, and I will see you in the next one. Love y'all, guys. Wayne out. Peace.